Hi everybody and welcome to Golden Hour, show about living your best life. Today I'd like to talk to you about what living your best life means to me. So if you'd like to know how to live your best life, keep watching. I think a lot of people think that living your best life is having a lot of expensive stuff. It's going to parties and going to concerts and going to comedy clubs and just doing everything you could possibly do, expensive vacations. And for some people, that may very well be living their best life. But there are those of us that have burdens in our life, whether it's a mental illness, like I have severe OCD, whether you're very depressed, whether you're limited on money, maybe you have a physical disability. And so what does living our best life mean to those of us that are not as fortunate as others? Some of us start here. Some of us start here, but then there's those of us that start a little lower because of a burden that we have. So how do we live our best life? Well, I think we have to look at it a little bit differently than other people. With my severe OCD, which I'm going to address, I've been staying away from the topic for a year and a half, but I'm going to start addressing that a little bit more in the weeks to come. For me, living my best life one day might be getting up, putting on some makeup, sitting with the dog and watching a movie and having a cup of coffee. That may be the best I can do that day, and that might be pushing the envelope for me, and that might be living my best life. Another day, if I feel like I can do something, living my best life might be hopping in my car on a warm day and taking a drive to the beach with the dog. So I think you have to look at it from where you start. That doesn't mean you're not grateful for the life you have. It just means that living your best life means different things to different people, and we have to look at the situations in which we come from. I think Dennis Leary, in one of his bits, says it wonderfully. He talks about a lot of people claiming how unhappy they are with life, and moaning and bitching about it. But then he talks about how, there is a lot of terrible things that we have to go through throughout the day to get that one or two moments of joy. Every moment of your life isn't going to be up here, and every moment's not going to be way down there. You can't see my hand. And some of them are going to be right in the middle, but there are going to be those peaks. There are going to be those joyous moments. I have had days where the majority of it were happy, despite the major burden that I have, that I live with 24/7. And then there have been days that have been so bad that just a 5-minute phone call with my son was the peak of my day. Or my dog licking my hand was the peak of that day. And for that day, that was living my best life, because that's the best I could do. So it's pushing the envelope to where you can go. It's living the best life you can possibly live. If you're an extreme agoraphobic, and I have known an agoraphobic in my life, then maybe the best you can do that one day is stepping outside your front door and feeling the sun beating down on your face. And maybe that was living your best life that day. So I think don't be so hard on yourself. Do what you can to bring joy into your life. Don't stay down in the dumps, down in the lower end if you can help it. Raise yourself up a little and take any moment of happiness you can get and try to build on that. That's what I do. I have a lot of difficulties. I have a lot of things I'll talk to you about in another episode. But every day I try to find one thing that makes me smile. And sometimes I build on that. Comics are one. Hallmark movies, it's touchy with those. Sometimes they make me happy. Sometimes even the happy romantic comedies make me cry. So it's finding a balance. I hope this video helped, and if it did, Click like, click subscribe, comment below, and share. And also, I'd like to know, for those of you that don't have the perfect life, what do you do to live your best life? Have a wonderful week, and go get your shine on.